Hi there, Scott with Moroso TV, and in today's video we're going to show you the line of Moroso Universal Dipsticks. We're going to do a parts breakdown and we're going to show you how to set it up and install it on either an oil pan that's on your bench or on a completed motor that may be on your engine stand or in your car. So hang tight and we're going to show you how to set these things up. First Moroso dipstick is a part number 25970. Now this is a traditional chrome one-piece housing dipstick with a traditional end on it with your regular style flat dipstick. Now this dipstick will come with a compression ferrule that you'll screw into the oil pan, and once you've established the height on this, by tightening this it'll set the height of your dipstick. Our next dipstick is a 25971. Now this is a flexible braided body dipstick. Now this has the end that screws right into the oil pan. No height adjustment is allowed on this. And it has an O-ring, more of a stick style, polished chrome end on it. And this too comes with an adjustable bracket that'll allow you to affix it to any one of the mounting points that you may have that'll allow this thing to set the proper height. The final dipstick is a part number 25973. Now this is more of a traditional OEM style because both comes in black and it's a positive locking twist lock with a seal on it. This may be required in either a boosted application or some sanctioning bodies require positive locking dipsticks. This also comes with a traditional OEM style symbol for it and has an adjustable bracket up and down for you to affix this to any mounting point on the engine. For this video, we're going to utilize a Moroso part number 21048 steel-based big block Chevy racing oil pan. Now, like many of Moroso's oil pans, they come with a quarter NPT bung welded into it. Now, we typically try to favor the side that'll best represent where a dipstick should sit on an application like this. Now, when you get your dipstick, you will have a 3-piece compression fitting that'll come with it. The first part of the fitting needs to be Teflon or sealed into the bung in the oil pan. Then you apply your cap over the dipstick tube, and then next the ferrule will slide on. Once you set the height of your Moroso dipstick tube, by tightening it, it'll stay locked in. So the first method we're going to show you is how to check your dipstick level with the oil pan sitting on your bench unassembled. Now first you're going to take your Moroso catalog or online and take a look at the 21048 pan in this case, and it's a 7-quart capacity pan. Now at Moroso we're able to figure out the capacities based on how much volume is underneath the windage tray. So Ray, why don't you take a look inside here. Imagine this pan sitting level on the bench. We're able to pour 7 quarts of any type of liquid, oil, water, whatever you'd like to use. And by having the dipstick installed the way we showed you previously, you can now take this dipstick out and you'd be able to see where your oil level is knowing there's 7 quarts in the oil pan. You can then mark that spot and now you know that that spot will show you full at 7 quarts in the oil pan. Okay, for method number 2, what we're going to do is take an actual engine. This is our dyno mule here at Moroso. It's a 582-inch big block. And we got the dipstick in like we just showed you on this pan. So what we're going to simulate is this engine basically being in your car. Well, by doing that, we're going to put 8 quarts in this system and we're going to prime it and see where the dipstick level ends up. Why 8 quarts, you ask? This oil pan is a 7-quart pan. But usually when you add an oil filter to it, you got to add another quart to accommodate the extra volume needed. Now at Moroso, we're able to give you oil pan capacities based on the oil pan itself. Not knowing whether you have a remote filter or an oil cooler, you're going to have to use some common sense and add to that system to accommodate the extra volume it's going to take. It's critical because once you start this engine up, let it sit for a few minutes. Now you're going to set that oil level on the dipstick based on what returns back to the pan. Just to give you an idea of pouring 8 quarts into this engine and how much it actually drops once you start the engine, what we've done is this was an empty engine. We poured our 8 quarts in, and what we're going to do is if you take a look at this dipstick real close, we are actually going to mark off where this oil level was, right about here. And that's just with the 8 quarts in the pan. Now what we're going to do is we're going to prime it as if the engine started for the first time, and we're actually going to see where that oil level drops down to once we've done that. Okay, you saw us just prime the 582 engine. So we did a full prime as if you started up your car for the first time with your universal dipstick on. So what we want to show you is, if you come in here and take a look at this dipstick closely, the mark that we had on it from when we started to when we just primed it, you can see there's almost an inch drop in the oil pan from when we filled up a clean engine with a clean filter to after priming it. So it goes to show you just how far that level dropped once we primed this thing with 8 quarts in it. Okay, now we're going to go over the most critical part of setting your Moroso universal dipstick. So we've set the oil level, we've started the car, or in this case primed it. Now we know we got the oil level where we want it to be. Once we pull this dipstick out, on the one side of the dipstick, we're actually going to go take our marker and we're going to mark where our oil level is. We could also take an etching pen and etch it and now know this is our full spot on our dipstick. While on the other side of this dipstick, it is marked full and add like it would in a regular OEM dipstick. But the problem is our oil level is sitting above the full line. Well, what you would do is you would then put this dipstick back in and you would now slide the housing upward before you tighten the compression fitting and get that oil to be on that full mark if you so choose. Well, we showed you the 2 different methods of setting your universal Moroso dipstick. We showed you the 3 different dipstick options you have, and we showed you the 2 different ways to set it, whether it's on an oil pan that's on your bench or in a completed engine that has just been started up or primed for the first time. Now, at the end of the day with a universal dipstick, it's a matter of finding your desired oil level and having it marked on the dipstick so in the future you know exactly where your oil level is. If you have any questions, you can call the Moroso Tech Department or go to moroso.com for any other questions you may have.